Pilibi a deux châteaux, le premier en Écosse. Pilibi a deux châteaux, l'autre au Monténégro. Il a aussi de grands vaisseaux qui vont au bout du monde chercher des ors et des coraux et les plus beaux joyaux. Il a de la chance, Pilibi, et moi je pense que je suis son ami. Il est si riche que je l'envie. Il est si riche, sacré Pilibi. Pilibi a deux secrets qu'il ne livre à personne. Pilibi a deux secrets, moi seul je les connais. La fille du roi lui sourit et l'attend dans sa chambre. La fille du roi lui sourit et la bergère aussi. Il a de la chance, Pilibi, et moi je pense que je suis son ami. Quelle bonne étoile veille sur lui. Quelle bonne étoile, sacré Pilibi. Pilibi n'a qu'un défaut, le mal n'est pas bien grave. Pilibi n'a qu'un défaut, le mal n'est pas bien gros. Il est charmant, il a bon cœur, il est plein de vaillance. Il est charmant, il a bon cœur, mais il est si menteur que rien n'existe de tout cela. Mais je m'en fiche quand je suis dans ses bras. Car je suis reine du grand pays où il m'entraîne. Sacré Pilibi.
Good evening and welcome back to another Eurovision Watchalong. 1961 is the Eurovision year that we will watch tonight during the following... Let's see, let me just adjust this a little bit. During the following 2 hours, I want to say, something like that, I suppose. You did indeed hear me... Yeah, cheers to everyone. You did indeed hear me open a can. For some reason, every time that I start streaming, my computer like puts on the audio from like the microphone on my computer and then puts it like on feedback through the computer so I can hear myself. So every time that I start a stream, I always have to remind myself, yeah, I have to go into my settings and turn that off. It's incredibly obnoxious. Really, that's... I don't know why I'm telling you this. It's basically the reason why you heard the can open. So good thing that someone actually mentioned it in the chat. You did, Johnny, because that made me realize, oh yeah, I have to turn off the input audio, or whatever you call it, I suppose. Anyway, very refreshing drink I got here. Summer has actually arrived in Sweden, I think, for finally, you know. Because, I mean, Sweden's summers are usually horrendous. It's not super hot, it's just decent right now, and that's perfect, you know. It's like 22 degrees or something, just sunny, a little bit of wind, so it's like perfect. I love it. I understand that people from more, you know, southern in Europe are having a bit of a tough time. I've heard plenty of awful things from Spain in particular. So yeah, hopefully everyone is doing fine and staying inside when it's too hot, and make sure that you drink your water, plenty of water. Stay hydrated, it's super important. I can't stress it enough. Yeah, okay, good. That's everything I had to say. 31 degrees Celsius in England. In England, that's not even particularly south either. So you're like, I don't know, crazy. Hello everyone, nice to see so many of you tuning in to yet another watch along. Of course, I saw most of you yesterday. If there's anyone who wasn't here yesterday and is here now, welcome. And if anyone was here yesterday and is here today again, welcome back. I did see a comment that I wanted to mention, but I forgot which one it was, which is big no from me. But sometimes that's what happens, you know. I'm trying to like read through the comments quickly to just see if but I can't figure it out. It's coming your way, I think. We'll see. It says that it's gonna rain next week in Sweden, so that's, you know, that's common. It is what it is. 19 degrees in Finland. Yeah, I can imagine Finland is just slightly colder, but still decent. I think 19 degrees is still fine, you know. As long as it's not super windy or it's raining, then it's good. So yeah. Someone's here in Gothenburg. Oh! Göteborg. Drinking a Piggelin drink. I didn't know they made Piggelin drink. I thought Piggelin was only an ice cream. Nice one, Robert. I should look up what a Piggelin drink is after the watch along. I'm not doing it now. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Priscilla, I have no idea how hot that is when you use Fahrenheit. It just flies above my head. Sorry. 95. It sounds like a lot though. I remember I was in America in America in 2007. I've been there once, and it was in summer, it was in August, and I was in like Albuquerque and Nevada, and I remember it was 113 degrees Fahrenheit, I think, and that was boiling. I have no idea how much that is in Celsius, but that was proper warm. So I assume that 95 is quite hot as well. Okay, I'm just talking nonsense right now. I don't know, you know, I'm sure most of you are used to it anyway. We're gonna watch Eurovision tonight, as always. Usually, like the streams here on this channel is usually watching Eurovision. Oh, sorry, L'Amérique, of course, or L'Amérique. I don't know. Of course, Sean. No, wait, that's 1981. Sorry. Okay. I don't know what the L'Amérique song is tonight, but I'm sure there is one, because Jamie just said it. We'll find out. There are a lot of slow songs tonight that we will listen to, and one thing that I think 1961 always reminds me of is the fact that it's... I'm not supposed... Like, I don't want to make you, like, kill your excitement or anything, but there's a lot of slow songs in the middle part of tonight's show, and then at the end, like, you get hit with, like, boom, here are the big ones. But there are good songs scattered throughout the whole thing as well, so do stick around through the entire thing. Listen to all 16. There are 16 songs this year. We got 3 debutantes, Spain, Finland and Yugoslavia, joining Eurovision in 1961. And so 16 songs, and it's going to be a good one. I loved doing the stream yesterday. Hopefully I will love doing tonight's stream as well. I'm looking forward to this one. Yes, of course, you can like the stream if you want to as well. That always helps out my channel, I suppose. We got over 100 viewers right now, which is amazing. Let's hopefully keep it that throughout the entire thing, and make sure at the end of the stream, or at the end of the show, that you make sure that you vote as well. Because you want to take part in the voting session of this. That's what makes it so special, you know. We want to find out which song is our favorite within this community, and which song is our least favorite. We'll find that out as well post-stream, because there is a -3 poll as well. More on that. If you want to figure out all of this stuff about how everything works, just ask someone that isn't me, because someone can fill you in on the gaps. There are plenty of people who are in the know by now, because we've been doing this for 2 years. So, yeah. If I click this little button, you can see RTF. It's not Belgique today. Today it's RTF. And The show is 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 25 seconds. We'll see if we're gonna watch all of it. Like, obviously, kind of depends on like how long the voting is open, if we're gonna watch the real life voting and whatnot. But we'll just watch the show. It goes along. Just kick back, relax, have a drink, have some snacks, and just enjoy it. Talk in the chat. I'm trying to read everything. I won't comment on everything, but I'm trying to read everything, and people are friendly. Hopefully, stay friendly, everyone, tonight. Otherwise, someone will hit you with a timeout. That can happen. Anyway, enough nonsense. I've talked too much today. It's already 15 past 8. Now we're starting the show. Volume should be very low right now. I think it will balance itself out the further we get in. Yeah.
And now, by the Eurovision link, we go to Cannes, where the 6th annual Eurovision Song Contest is being held in the Palais des Festivals.
It feels so weird hearing the 6th annual Eurovision. Like, we're so used to hearing like, oh, it's the 58th annual Eurovision. Back here, oh, it's the 6th annual Eurovision. It feels so strange in my head to just hear that. I love that. It's the 6th annual Eurovision. Oh, what a time. What a time that I wasn't alive.
Once again to the Eurovision Song Festival.
Hello!
This year marks the 6th annual occasion.
6th annual.
Here in Cannes, it's just after 10 o'clock at night.
British, yes. We got a British commentator this year.
Of this lovely town, which has been enjoying some glorious sunshine for the last few days. But today, unfortunately, a strong wind, the Mistral, has blown up, and the Mediterranean's in a restless mood, as you can see.
Windy.
Perhaps it reflects some of the nervousness and the tension which has been going on.
Let me know
here
if it's too quiet, by the way.
Nations prepare for tonight's contest.
I can hear it clearly, but maybe you can't.
See a view now round the bay. Well, the excitement here in Cannes, of course, both outside
no
and inside
Norwegian
the hall
commentary.
Each national team is
Can't get too spoiled with Norway every year.
And our own two young competitors, the Allisons, have already had a great experience, which I'm sure they're not likely to forget for some time.
Why film the beach at night?
Here we are now. You see,
Don't
coming
question
outside
it.
the Palais des
Just vibes,
Festivals,
you know.
Where the contest tonight is being held. There is the outside of the hall. And as we pan up, you will see the flags of the 16 competing nations streaming in the very strong wind tonight.
Can't really say that I see the flags, no.
The Union Jack is somewhere there in the middle.
The way he's commentating is like a nature documentary. I mean, things have obviously changed with Eurovision throughout the years. Oh, there the flags are. There they are.
Into the hall itself.
Not very clear that what the flags are. I think the Finnish one is kind of, that one stands out because you can see that it's white and blue. A little too quiet on the ESC video. I'll bump it up just a little bit then.
Where I and my colleagues will be doing our best in our various languages for the next hour and a half to give you an idea of just what is going on here. See MONACO, Italy...
Our flag is the grey, white and grey one.
Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Austria and Germany.
I think I see Grutopia's flag. I think you're making things up. I did not see that one.
Belgium, and the United Kingdom.
Yes, very good.
And in a few seconds, yes, here we go now, down to take a general view of the audience. A very distinguished audience here tonight, some 1,500 people.
Suit up. Look at that. Yeah, very distinguished indeed.
The heads of the television organizations and departments taking part.
There's just something so charming about like the formal attire back in Eurovision back in the day. Look at all of them.
We're moving across now. There is Franck Purcell and the RTF Orchestra to play the signature tune.
It's one way to introduce the show. 1500. It's quite different.
There you see the first scene of the garden fest in which the competitors are all there, the 16 competitors from the 16 countries, waiting for the competition to
wonder what anthem Grutopia would have. Ooh. Surely there should be like something. I'm thinking it could be Blah 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 by Gigi D'Agostino. That could be the national anthem of Grutopia, to be honest.
I hope you'll excuse that. But she performed this function 2 years ago.
Did you just say you'll have to excuse the fact that she's speaking French? Or maybe I was listening with my elbow or something, but...
all the audiences, and particularly the 3 newcomers to this competition, Spain, Finland, and Yugoslavia this year.
Disco Girl! Yeah, that would be an anthem
in the 16
by Sakis.
competing countries, there are national juries with 10 members each with one vote, and therefore any song can get a maximum
Lisa
of
Mona Lisa.
160 votes.
That could also be it, of course.
She now shows the huge scoreboard where the votes will be later recorded.
I need to zoom out. Like
And
the
in the
camera
top
people
right-hand
here,
corner,
they
you
need
may
to
just
zoom out
catch
just a little
the
bit. Yeah, we can't even see Norway
arrow
down
which
there.
will indicate
There are
which
4
song
songs
is
below it
leading
as
at any
well.
particular time.
You need to back up.
The order of performance was decided by drawing of lots 2 days ago, and you will see that the United Kingdom has a very good place indeed.
Just hearing British noise
at
from the
number
commentator.
15.
British
And we all
noise.
wishing the Allisons every
Okay.
good luck tonight. And here now
L'Espagne.
comes the first song
Oh,
from
this is the
Spain. It's called
No, it's
Estando,
not the first
contigo,
song.
and it will be
English
sung by
commentator,
Conchita
not
Bautista.
first song.
Well,
They're
I
just
beg your
introducing
pardon,
them.
I'm sorry, they are now introducing the contestants. This is
They
something
are
new.
indeed.
Here is Colette Deréal from MONACO.
It's so
Here now
interesting
is
to
the
me
third
how they
contestant,
always used to
Austria,
call it
Makulis.
Monaco. Like, when did people just start calling it Monaco instead? Because this is like very...
Fourth from
I've
Finland,
heard it many
Valoa,
times, like
Kinnunen.
back in the day. Everyone says Monaco. Is that like a thing? Was it called that back in the day? How is it called in French? I don't
YUGOSLAVIA,
know.
Liljana Petrovic.
You know?
From
Can't hear
Holland, Greetje Kauffeld.
Lill-Babs.
From Sweden, Lill-Babs. From
This should be the
Germany,
flag parade
Lale
today,
Andersen.
like when they walk out with the flag and all of the flash effects, and then they just get a microphone and they say their name. I want that back. I want
From
that back.
France, Jean-Paul Maurice.
Monaco. That's how you say it. Accent on the O.
Franca di Rienzo.
In Russian we still
From
say
Switzerland,
Monaco.
Franca di Rienzo.
Interesting. In Sweden we say Monaco.
Bob Benny.
So Bob
Belgium,
Benny.
Bob Benny.
I love that name. It's a proper 9 out of 10 name.
From Norway, Nora Brokstedt.
Dario Campeotto.
From Denmark, Dario Campiotto.
Jean-Claude Pascal.
From Luxembourg,
Jean-Claude
Jean-Claude
Pascal.
Pascal. From the United Kingdom, the Allison.
The Allison. Bob and John.
Bob and John. Wait,
From Italy,
I just
Betty
realized
Curtis.
everyone's a solo artist except from the UK, right?
Well,
Like,
there are the 16
That's one thing as
competitors,
well
and
back in
we
the
will
day.
now
Like, there were a
begin
lot of
with the
solo
first
artists.
song from Spain.
Anyway, never mind. Spain is about to start. Hopefully the audio is good. If it's too low, you let me know, because I haven't really tested it. I don't know what it sounds like to you. But if it's too low, let me know. Spain is gonna debut, and they're debuting by starting off.
Et va diriger le grand orchestre de la radiodiffusion télévision française. Chanson
And even if you have
numéro
never
un,
like watched
Je suis avec
1961,
toi,
maybe
par
you recognize
Conchita,
this song because it's
Bautista.
quite characteristic, you
The
know?
orchestra conducted by Raphael Ferrer, sung by Conchita Bautista.
Tengo mi diario de sedia y tengo la luna y el sol. Y la luz de tu mirada y la luz de tu mirada dentro de mi corazón. Tengo las nubes del cielo y tengo las olas del mar. Y si tengo tu cariño y si tengo tu cariño ya no quiero nada más. Estando contigo, 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 de pronto me siento feliz. Y cuando te miro, te miro, te miro, me olvido del mundo y de mí. Maravilloso es quererte así. Estando contigo, 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 me siento feliz. Cuando amanece nevando no siento la falta del sol. Y los copos de la nieve y los copos de la nieve me parecen de color. cuando la tarde termina y todo se empieza a nublar. Mi camino se ilumina si me vuelves a mirar. Estando contigo, de pronto me siento feliz. Y cuando te miro, me olvido del mundo y de mí. Maravilloso es quererte así. Estando contigo, me siento feliz. Qué maravilloso es quererte así. Estando contigo, hablando contigo, soñando contigo, me siento feliz.
Well, I don't think anyone thought that was, the song from Finland or anything. It's very clearly the song from Spain, and it's quite a notable one. It stands out massively, both like style-wise and also vocal-wise, of course. Interesting way to kick things off. Hopefully a lot of you enjoyed that. I'm a bit torn on it personally. It's just my subjective thing that's kind of torn on it, I think. So it's a good one. MONACO next. And this is a fun one, I think, anyway.
Called Colette Deréal.
This is upbeat. Enjoy.
Allons les enfants, aujourd'hui la vie est belle, j'ai le cœur content de vous dire la nouvelle. Ce n'est pas le jour de gloire, de victoire, ni le jour de l'an, c'est le jour du printemps. Allons les enfants, ouvrez grandes vos oreilles, écoutez le chant ploum 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 des ruisseaux qui se réveillent. Et vous autres les nuages, soyez sages et allez-vous-en, c'est le jour du printemps. Vivre, nous allons vivre, libres comme le vent. Riches, nous sommes riches, de mille promesses de jeunesse et de beau temps. Allons les enfants, prisonniers des capitales, le ciel bon enfant vous offre ses champs d'étoiles. Il suffit d'en choisir une, la fortune est cachée dedans. C'est le jour du printemps. Allons les enfants, aujourd'hui la vie est belle, j'ai le cœur content de vous dire la nouvelle. C'est pour moi le jour de gloire, de victoire, ce jour de printemps. C'est l'amour qui m'attend. Allons mon amour, je ne rêve que de mousse au premier beau jour. Il paraît qu'elle est si douce, c'est pourquoi je te propose une chose. Allons dans les prés, voir si le loup y est. Vivre, moi je veux vivre, libre sous le ciel bleu. Riche, je me sens riche, d'amour et d'eau fraîche que je pêche dans tes yeux. Allons les enfants, aujourd'hui la vie est belle, il faut sur le champ qu'on répande la nouvelle. Une belle page blanche, toute blanche, s'ouvre maintenant. C'est le jour du printemps. L'amour, l'amour, l'amour nous attend.
Ah, that's fun, in my opinion.
Monaco's entry, Allons les enfants. Now we
Yep.
come to song number 2.
I think we're on to, like, that was obviously, we kicked things off with two very upbeat songs. Now things will slow down a little bit. I actually chuckled quite a bit on your comment, Alipan, because it's actually so true. She does look like she's a puppet on a string, yeah. The way she's moving. It's quite interesting. It's funny. Nice observation. I agree with it. I think Austria is up next. Sehnsucht, is it? I believe. Song number 3.
Wenn du wiederkehrst zu mir zurück, wenn du wiederkehrst zu mir, mein Glück, werden alle Märchen Wahrheit sein. die Glocken erklingen, für dich und für mich ganz allein. Lied unsere Liebe singen und die Welt wird voll Seligkeit sein. Darum denke daran, bin ich auch fern von dir. Denke daran, ich bin immer bei dir. Denke daran, ich bin immer bei dir. Es werden die Glocken erklingen, für dich und für mich ganz allein. Lied unsere Liebe singen und die Welt wird voll Seligkeit sein. Warum denke daran, bin ich auch fern von dir. Denke daran, ich bin immer bei dir. Denke daran, ich bin immer bei dir. Denke daran, ich bin immer bei dir.
Song number 3 from Austria there. There are some weird moments in that performance where he's just kind of like staring into nothing. He looks completely distant from where he is. I've never noticed that before, but it's quite strange. He's just looking into nothing during the parts where he's not singing. Very strange. It's a pretty little ballad, though.
This number is called The Light in the Window, Valoa, ikkunassa. It will be sung tonight by Laila, Kinnunen, 21 years of age,
What
and a
country
big
is
star
this?
in her own country.
Song number 4.
Finland song.
Ah, Finland! Debut time. Exciting. Enjoy.
Yön vaipan alle on jo jäänyt maa, on tullut aika valot sammuttaa. Vain varjot vakavina paikallaan, nyt käyvät uneksi maan. On valo jäänyt pieneen ikkunaan, ken valvoo ajatukset seuranaan. Hän oma ystävänsä kaivaten, näin laulaa toivoen. Valon säteiden tie, minut muistoisin vie. Lyhty ikuinen on, muisto kuihtumaton. Kautta hiljaisen yön, taakse tähtösten vyön, laulu hänelle soi, jos kuulla hän voi. Syttyy kaunis uusi tähtönen, jo laulajakin huomaa loiston sen. Nyt armas laittoi valon ikkunaan, mua kuulee kaivatessaan. Jää valo alle aamun koittavan, pääuneen vaipunut on laulajan. Hän luokse ystävänsä valo alle aamun koittavan. Käunen vaipunuton laulajan. Hän luokse ystävänsä kiitäen. Käy siivin kuljen.
Yeah, I think that's a beautiful song, really, from Finland there. So well sung. Definitely like a standout part of it. And that instrumental section towards the end, it's really haunting and kind of unpredictable in where it wants to go as well, I think. Like, it's just presents loudness out of nowhere during a specific set amount of time there. Which just, kind of hits in that kind of haunting way that it's so unpredictable. I really like that. I think it's a very strong debut from Finland. Song number 5 is another debut. It's Yugoslavia. Enjoy.
Stari put od lišća savžu, noć na putu tvoj. San od zvezda tako ležu, san u oku mom. Och znam ja, još pamtim te dane. Nekad si bio uz mene tu. Znam da si još moj, plaču noćas grane u oku mome i snu. Tvoj osmeh još slutim i tvoj topli dlan, dok čekam, čutim i tonem u san. Znam da si još moj, plaču noćas grane u oku mome i snu. Tvoj osmeh još slutim i tvoj topli dlan, dok čekam, čutim i tonem u san. Znam da si još moj, plaču noćas grane u oku mome, u srcu mome, u samoći mojoj i snu.
Quite an intriguing listen, really. It's so heavily like focused on storytelling, I feel, because the vocals really are like the instrumental is kind of like backing off and trying to like really highlight what the vocals try to do throughout the whole song, which is quite interesting because it feels like everything's just pausing and waiting for what she's doing. It feels very lively in that way. Also love like the contrast of what way to debut in Eurovision. You got Spain just doing Spain's things, and then Finland and Yugoslavia doing the complete opposite. Anyway, next song up. This is the one from Netherlands. Enjoy.
Samen in de klas, soms vroeg hij mijn taak. Later is een dag naar zee, niks bijzonders. Maar als u het wist, wat hij sinds vandaag is voor mij, u hebt geen idee. Wat een dag, wat een dag, echt een dag waarop alles gaat. Waarop alles wat eerst een droom heeft geleken in werkelijkheid bestaat. Wat een dag, echt een dag waarop alles lukt. Ik heb ogentrap zelfs in het park aan de overkant bloemetjes geplukt. Zingend loop ik door de straat. Hé, ouwe buur, kijk niet zo zuur, doet toch geen kwaad. Ben alleen waanzinnig blij. Trek je vooral niet aan van mij. Wat een dag, mensen mag het dan alsjeblieft. Deze dag is verdoen met doodwaze dingen, ik ben toch zo verliefd. Wat een dag, echt een dag waarop alles gaat. Waarop alles wat eerst een droom heeft geleken in werkelijkheid bestaat. Wat een dag, echt een dag waarop alles lukt. Ik heb overstap zelfs in het park aan de overkant bloemetjes geplukt. Zingend loop ik door de straat. Hé, ouwe buur, kijk niet zo zuur, doet toch geen kwaad. Ben alleen waanzinnig blij. Trek je vooral niet aan van mij. Wat een dag, mensen mag ik dan alsjeblieft. Deze dag is verdoen met doodwaze dingen, ik ben toch zo verliefd. Zo verliefd, heel gewoon, als een dwaas verliefd.
That is an interesting one in my book for sure. It's kind of all over the place in my head. You know, it just jumps around in styles, and then it's also quite repetitive in my opinion. It just kind of repeats its hook quite a lot. It's an effective hook, so I get the point of it, but it's just, it doesn't feel particularly thought through and developed in my head, but it's fun because it's, you know, upbeat and it really stands out among the songs before it. There's a little bit more of upbeat stuff now as Lill-Babs enters the stage for Sweden, singing about the month of April, because why don't you? Song number 7, I want to say.
Alla pigga glada fåglar sjunger kvitt, kvitt, kvitt. Alla västanvindar leker glatt av fatt. Alla stippor målar ängarna i vitt, vitt, vitt. Alla flickor provar ut sin nya hatt. Alla pojkar gläds att yllestrumpan av stumpan byts mot ljus nylon. April, det gör ingenting att vintern var svår. April, när det nu till sist går ut i blonda år. En vår är här igen, jag är kär igen. En vår, det är nog så att det är den jag väntat på. April infekterar mig med kärlekens bacill. April, dumma dumma sillar kan du lura vad du vill. En vår här igen, jag är kär igen. En vår, det är nog så att det är den jag väntat på. April, det gör ingenting att vintern varit svår. April, när du nu till sist slår ut ditt blonda hår. April, infektera mig med kärlekens bacill. April, dumma sillar, kan du lura vad du vill. La 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 la.
Yeah, let me know what you...
That was Lill-Babs
Ah,
for Sweden.
I wanted to know
I
what...
believe there's been a break in the line, and I don't think you've heard my remarks about the Yugoslavian song or the Dutch song which preceded it.
Oh,
But we'll now move on.
that's
to
interesting. If
song
the
number
British
8,
audience didn't get to hear two songs. I wanted to know, like, the commentator here. I want to know what he thinks of the songs. It's not Terry Wogan, you know, just slating everything that he's listening to.
Lale Andersen.
No, but let me know what you like, what you think of that Swedish song. It's quite an interesting one.
She's going to
Okay,
sing
next up,
You
we're
Will Be
halfway through now. Germany up next. I think this is Lale.
Überall auf der Welt fällt der Abschied schwer und das Herz tut manchmal weh. Manches Wort, das man sagt, glaubt man selbst nicht mehr. Lebe wohl, adieu. Noch ein Lächeln, ein Kuss, noch ein Winken, ein Gruß. Und ein Schiff fährt hinaus und mit ihm das Glück, doch die Hoffnung bleibt zurück. Einmal sehen wir uns wieder und vielleicht schon übers Jahr. Einmal sehen wir uns wieder, dann wird alles so, wie es war. Darum glaub an unsere Liebe, mag doch noch so viel geschehen. Irgendwo, irgendwann, denke immer daran, werden wir uns wiedersehen. Und der Sonntag war grau und der Himmel schwer und der Regen schlug aufs Dach. Und die Straße entlang bis hinab zum Meer sah ich dir vom Fenster nach. So viel Liebe vorbei, so viel Träume vorbei. Ich weiß nicht, wo du bist, doch dein letztes Wort klingt in meinem Herzen fort. Loin, plus loin qu'au bout du monde, mon amour est près de toi. Et mon cœur qui vagabonde ne battra jamais que pour toi. Darum glaub an unsere Liebe, mag auch noch so viel geschehen. Denke immer daran, irgendwo, irgendwann werden wir uns wiedersehen. irgendwo, irgendwann werden wir uns wiedersehen.
Yeah, German song right there. This is one I've always struggled a little bit with, like just putting in my head. Okay. But in my head, there is one line that's incredibly imprinted. It's irgendwo, irgendwann. It just sticks in here for whatever reason. It's the way she's phrasing it, I suppose. That was a bit of a slow song, but now is one of the most upbeat songs from the year, I would say. France. Singing about spring, I guess. As you do.
Bing bong, écoute dans l'air léger, quatre notes sans façon qui vont se promener. Bing bong, courant par monts et vallées, elles enivrent de chansons la nature étonnée. Printemps, avril carillonne, la marmotte se réveille au premier soleil. Printemps, les abeilles bourdonnent, tandis que tous les bourgeons ouvrent leurs maisons. Le hérisson, la flûte, c'est piquant, pas bien méchant. Le pinson joue de la flûte en volant gaiement. Printemps, le vent tourbillonne en semant des papillons sur chaque buisson. Bing et bong, dans l'ombre de la forêt, l'araignée du bout de son fil tire les cloches du muguet. Bing et bong, tout en dansant comme un fou. Le ruisseau qui se faufile joue avec les cailloux. Printemps, avril carillonne, Monsieur Blaireau qui dormait sort prendre le frais. Printemps, l'allure tatillonne, l'escargot vient se griser d'une goutte de rosée. Et la fourmi s'inquiète, elle n'a plus de provisions, mais la cigale s'apprête à faire une chanson. Printemps, sur l'eau qui frissonne, une grosse feuille de nénuphar couvre des pétards. Printemps, avril carillonne, l'écureuil joue à cache-cache derrière son panache. Printemps, le crapaud rayonne, se mirant dans une flaque d'eau, il se trouve très beau. Et la tortue voyage toute la noce, n'attend plus qu'elle au joli mariage de deux tourterelles. Printemps, avril carillonne, et moi lorsque je l'entends, j'ai le cœur content. Printemps, j'ai le cœur content.
You know, it's a song that's very much just straight to the point, but his happiness and his energy, it works through. It works through here. I'm feeling it. I'm enjoying it because of he's just excited, you know, and I like that. It's nice. Okay, we're more than halfway through now. We still have 7 songs to go though. The first of them is from Switzerland. This is Nous aurons demain, I think. You can grade my French in the live chat. I expect a minimum 8 out of 10 for that pronunciation. Yes, I'm oblivious.
Nous aurons demain des jardins pour cueillir les bouquets de nos rêves. Nous aurons demain Un matin pour sourire au soleil qui se lève, nous aurons demain dans la même maison préparée en silence le berceau de la chance que nous aurons demain. Tu te plains d'habiter un logis sans lumière. Tu n'as pas de dimanche et je n'ai pas de toi. Quand je quitte au matin ma banlieue ouvrière dans un autre quartier, toi tu rentres chez toi. Nous aurons demain moins de temps à tuer, moins de nuits solitaires. Nous irons demain dans les bois nous coucher ou sauter les rivières. Nous aurons demain des amis qui viendront s'entrapper sous la lune et jusqu'à la fortune que nous aurons demain. Tu me dis que le temps chaque jour nous éloigne. Tu me dis que demain bien long à venir. On n'habite jamais les châteaux en Espagne, mais faut-il, mon chéri, refuser d'en bâtir? Nous aurons demain moins de temps à tuer, moins de nuits solitaires. Nous irons demain dans les bois nous coucher ou sauter les rivières. Nous aurons demain des amis qui viendront s'entrapper sous la lune et jusqu'à la fortune que nous aurons demain. Que nous aurons demain, que nous aurons demain.
I don't know. For me, that I struggle with that one. Like these pauses that it does every time the chorus starts. I struggle with that. And I mean, I get like the performance is decent for the song, but I just don't personally enjoy the song that much, which is a problem for me anyway. Next up is Belgium, Bob Benny, and this time I think this song is about September. It's not the song, no.
Roos september, een laatste zonnezoen. Een meer al fluit vol heimwee, refrein van een seizoen. Nog zal de zomer zingen, een diep ontroerend lied. Dat zachtjes zal versterven, ons blijft alleen verdriet. De dagen vertragen en schuiven toe. De zomer wordt moe, o zo moe. Wij gaan scheiden, ons hart wordt stil en broos. Wanneer wij weer zien bloeien, september, oude roos. Zodra in bos de eerste blaren vallen en rode winger fluistert aan mijn raam.
Als avondnevels in de dalen hangen, dan weet ik dat de zomer is gedaan. Maar voor hij gaat, zal hij nog even dralen. Alsof hij afscheid wil betalen met een gouden roos september, een laatste zonnezoen, een meer al fluit vol heimwee, refrein van een seizoen. Nog zal de zomer zingen een diep ontroerend lied, dat zachtjes zal versterven, ons blijft alleen verdriet. De dagen vertragen en schuiven toe. De zomer wordt moe, o zo moe. Nu moeten wij gaan scheiden, ons hart wordt stil en broos. Wanneer wij weer zien bloeien, september gouden roos. September gouden
It's interesting. I mean, vocally so, powerful and loud and expressive, but like the song feels like it has so many different things going on for it. It's like split personalities and what it wants to do. I don't really get it. It's super dramatic at times, and then it's quite joyous at other times, and percussion switches up. And percussion is cool throughout, but like so varied, that song, in a weird way for me. Norway, next up. It's not Voi Voi this time. This one hits hard for me anyway. Beautiful song coming up here for Norway.
Jeg ble din venn og hvisket sherry. Hele din svar var slik. Dønninger slår mot land, solen i brann. Sommer med palmastrand. Simon bli mon amour. Ser du palmene feber, havfugler svever, alt i skjønn harmoni. Simon bli mon amour. Hør gitarene spiller vår melodi. Nattens bønn, kom til meg, chérie. Kan ei ditt språk, det som musikk, men jeg forstår dine blikk. La meg da nok en gang høre dets klang, lytte til Sydens sang. Simon bli mon amour. Ser du par wetensbøn. Kom til mig,
I find that one to be very gripping. But that's just me. Has to be said, yeah, Denmark's up next. I love the fact that, I mean, Nora here, who sang the Norwegian song, her and I, or she and I, kind of have the same level of French knowledge, which makes me feel good about myself. It's Mon Amour, it's Chérie, and then that's about it. I just missed a baguette somewhere in there, and then I would have been, you know, completely sold. Anyway, here's Dario from Denmark. Angelique. Nice one here, in my opinion.
Tænk alle mus og gav nej. Jeg behersker ikke sang og strenge leg. Giv mig nu bare lov at drømme lidt om dig, Angelique, så jeg føler mig som blot en enkel lille brik i dit livs mosaik. Rundt om i verden, der findes der dejlige piger. Nogle har det blid, og nogle har det helt fulde blik. Men om jeg søgte i alle de dejligste riger, fandt jeg dog ingen så yndig som du, Angelique. Hvor er du dejlig, Angelique. Vader stjernerne imod dit klare blik. Din stemme klinger som den sødeste musik, og dit væsen er skabt af drøm og romantik. Gik jeg med Shakespeares digterhat, skrev jeg digte til dig både dag og nat. Og var jeg hyldet i Paris, så skabte jeg, ja, så sang jeg sang for dig. Og jeg malte dig yndig og blod, kunne jeg male som Rembrandt han kunne. Og jeg tilbad dig på violin, kunne jeg spille som menuhin. Men alle muser gav mig nej. Jeg behersker ikke sang og strenge leg. Giv mig nu bare lov at drømme lidt om dig, Angelique, så jeg føler mig som blot en enkel lille brik i dit livs mosaik. Angelique, du min dejlige Angelique, min
Very grand drama there at the very end from Denmark with Angelique. Quite a classic in Denmark, of course. Just like you said in the chat, this was covered in the Danish national final last year, I think. Quite interesting. It's a classic there. Now we have 3 songs left, and these 3 are big standouts in my book. I think most of you will agree. The first of them is someone you may recognize because he is in fact a Eurovision winner. This is Luxembourg, 14th song.
les amoureux, on voudrait nous séparer, on voudrait nous empêcher d'être heureux. Nous, les amoureux, il paraît que c'est l'enfer qui nous guette, ou bien le fer et le feu. C'est vrai, les imbéciles et les méchants nous font du mal, nous jouent des tours. Pourtant rien n'est plus évident que l'amour. Nous, les amoureux, nous ne pouvons rien contre eux. Ils sont 1000 et l'on est deux, les amoureux. Mais l'heure va sonner des nuits moins difficiles, et je pourrais t'aimer sans qu'on en parle en ville. C'est promis, c'est écrit. Nous, les amoureux, le soleil brille pour nous, et l'on dort sur les genoux du bon Dieu. Nous, les amoureux, il nous a donné le droit au bonheur et à la joie d'être deux. Alors les sans-amour, les mal-aimés, il faudra bien nous acquitter, vous qui n'avez jamais été condamnés. Nous, les amoureux, nous allons vivre sans vous, car le ciel est avec nous, les amoureux.
Huge. Such a like a classic song, really. It's so like professional, everything about it. I think that's the main thing. Like it feels very classy, it feels very elegant, and quite, you know, just strong and convincing in what it sets out to do. And one thing, I just love that kind of chugging beat that it has throughout the whole thing. Okay, penultimate song. This is the one from the UK. It's called Are You Sure? And I mean, if you know me, you know me. You know that this is my baby.
Off we go with Are You Sure?
See if you enjoy it or not.
Goodbye, goodbye, farewell, farewell, I'm not sure what to do. So long, au revoir, it's hard but I'll pull through. Are you sure you won't be sorry comes tomorrow? You won't want me back again to hold you tightly. Now are you sure it's not your foolish heart that you won't grieve if we're to be apart? You will see as time goes by, we'll grow lonely, you and I, dreaming of each other, and we'll cry. Goodbye, goodbye, farewell, farewell, I'm not sure what to do. So long, au revoir, it's hard but I'll pull through. Are you sure you won't be sorry comes tomorrow? You won't want me back again to hold you tightly. Just stop and think, it's your decision now, for you're the one who went and broke the vow. You'll be sorry, wait and see, spend your life in misery, wishing that you had returned to me. Goodbye, goodbye, farewell, farewell, what is there to live for? Before you go, just think now, are you sure? Are you sure you won't be sorry comes tomorrow? You won't want me back again to hold you tightly in my arms.
It's crazy how short that song is when you compare it to so many others. Short and sweet. I adore it. I think the melodically it's such a just well written melody throughout the whole thing, and then sung in harmony like that. They got the call response technique just nailed down. It's a lovely way to make a duet, and they sound great together as well. I understand you can find their performance awkward, but I think that song is just brilliant. I love it to bits. And ending on a high note, Italy, final song of the evening. This is a big one. Al di là, final song of the evening.
Non credevo possibile si potessero dire queste parole. Al di là del bene più prezioso ci sei tu. Al di là del sogno più ambizioso ci sei tu. Al di là delle cose più belle, al di là delle stelle, ci sei tu. Al di là ci sei tu per me, soltanto per me. Al di là del mare più profondo ci sei tu. Al di là dei limiti del mondo ci sei tu. Al di là della volta infinita, al di là della vita, ci sei tu. Al di là ci sei tu per me. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Al di là della volta infinita, al di là della vita, ci sei tu. Al di là ci sei tu per me. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la,
That finale is just massive, honestly. Italy, final song there. This means, of course, that we got a recap coming up now. The voting will open now. I'm not sure how long it will be open for. Darren will let you know, and then I can say it after we watch the recap. 16 songs is what we've heard, and you need to vote, or well, you need to. You don't have to vote if you don't want to, but if you want to vote, you have to join the Discord server. It's completely free. Just go in the description below the stream. And if you're already on the Discord server, you know what to do. 10 songs is what we vote for. You can also give your -3, which is your least favorite song, if you want to. You're not required to do that. And yeah, I think that's everything. Voting closes at 21:40 is what Darren says. That's in 19 minutes. 21:40 my time, that is. Central European. So 19 minutes is what you have to vote. We'll watch the recap in the meantime, and then I guess we'll watch if they have an interval act this year. I'm not sure if they have the... Otherwise, we'll watch the real-life voting, I suppose. So, yeah. Enjoy the recap. Get your notes out, and make sure that you're content with what you want to vote for. So, yeah. Let's take a look.
de jeunesse et de beau temps. Allons les enfants, prisonniers des capitales, le ciel bon enfant vous offre ses champs d'étoiles. Il suffit d'en choisir une, la fortune est cachée dedans. C'est le jour du printemps.
Und für mich ganz allein Lied unsere Liebe singen und die Welt wird Vollseligkeit sein. Darum denke daran.
Minut muistoihin vie, lyhtyi ikuinen on, muisto kuihtumaton, kautta hiljaisen yös me, jos suutim, i tvoj topli dlan, dok čekam, čutim i tonem u san. Poznam da ingens loop ik door de straat. Hey, ouwe buur, kijk niet zo zuur, doet toch geen kwaad. Ben alleen waanzinnig blij. Trek je vooral niets aan van mij. Je ringen ding uit winter waar is voor. April när den ute sist slår ut i blonda hår. En vår är här igen. Jag är mon cœur qui vagabonde ne battra jamais que pour toi. Darum glaub an unsere Liebe.
On joue de la flûte en volant gaiement. Printemps, printemps, le vent tourbillonne en semant des papillons sur chaque buisson. Bing et bong et bing et bong dans l'ombre de la forêt.
Qui dont madame un banlieue ouvrière dans un autre quartier. Toi, tu rentres chez toi. Nous aurons demain.
Zomer is gedaan, maar voor hij gaat, zal hij nog even dralen. Alsof hij het afscheid wil betalen.
Mon amour, believe mon amour, ser du palmen de feber, har
Deiligste fand jij då ingen så yndig som du, Angelique. Hvor er du dejlig,
Les amoureux, il nous a donné le droit au bonheur et à la joie d'être deux. Alors les sans-amour, les mal-aimés, il faudra bien nous acquitter, vous qui n'avez
Farewell, I'm not sure what to do. So long, au revoir, it's hard, but I'll pull through. Are you sure you won't be sorry comes tomorrow? You won't want me back again to hold you tightly.
Infinita, al di là della vita, ci sei tu, al di là, ci sei tu per me, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
performance of the 16
Okay,
songs.
it's kind of crazy
There's a
that.
few moments-
Sorry, I'm just pausing a little bit. It's kind of crazy that Italy was last in the running order with a song that's so like typically, yeah, that should be the song that's last in the running order because it just has that grand finale to it. It's kind of interesting how that just happened, but randomly back in the day. Anyway, you still have 13 minutes to vote, so make sure you do that. Most of you have already done it, I'm sure, but don't forget to actually submit your vote as well. You need to click the submit button, otherwise your votes don't count. So remember to do that. We'll keep watching the show here, whatever's going to happen. I'm listening.
In the
meantime,
while the votes are all being gathered together in the various
oh, we have an interval like this here?
We are going to have a short wait of about 5 minutes.
A 5 minutes
while
break.
The votes are cast, and we will be watching during this time a short ballet.
We'll watch a ballet.
Madame Joubert is at the moment
Aha!
on the board, but
This is one of the first interval acts we're gonna have in these watchalongs for season 2. That is, Remember the bikes? Actually, before the ballet starts, what year was the bikes? Because that's a cool one. I want to say that's 63, but I could be wrong. The bikes were cool. I might be way off on the year, but yeah, that's a cool one. I don't remember this ballet. Let's see what it is.
The dance will take place in the lovely Riviera Garden setting, which has been the background for all the songs we've seen tonight. The orchestra is conducted by Franca.
Alright, let's enjoy it. I'll be quiet and take it all in. Très intéressant. And there's a very strange part in the middle of that performance when the music got incredibly like sensual, and they did a lot of sensual facial expressions. I felt a bit like a fly on the wall that was just longing for the fly swatter to come around. It was a very strange part in the middle of there that just, well, I mean, so we're getting to the voting now, but I want to talk ballet because I know absolutely nothing about ballet, so that's exactly why I need to talk about it. Anyone who's, you know, the ballet expert in the chat, let me know, was that good? Because it looked, you know, impressive in everything that they wanted to do and stuff like that, and I enjoyed it for what it was. But it's maybe not my preferred choice of an interval act. I do prefer the bikes, which we will see in 2 years from now. But yeah, the ballet was nice, and it's actually nice that we have an interval act as well. You know, it's kind of weird with the years prior to this where there's nothing going on. But yeah, let me know if the ballet was cool or not. Should we get on to well, of course we still have 6 minutes left open for our voting. The thing is that this show is it's quite long left, like it's still 23 minutes. I don't really should we watch the real life voting? We'll start it and we'll just follow along during it. I'll put the volume a bit lower, or do you want to hear it? I don't know. They're starting with Italy. I'll say the important things. Bonsoir Europe. It's not the most dynamic ballet piece, but I guess this was a ballet for non-ballet fans. Fair enough. Fair enough. Good point. Good point. Okay, Finland got 2 points on debut from Italy. Congratulations.
Holland, 2 points.
Netherlands, 2 points. Nothing for Sweden, of course. I see you, Italy. It's a nice show. I know nothing about choreography, but it seemed well done. Yeah, my thoughts exactly, to be honest. But like the part there where everything got very, very sensual, I'm quite intrigued by it because this is of course 1961 and they looked really into it, you know? Just my 2 cents. Hello Cannes, this is London. It's raining cats and dogs, mate. Oh, Spain off the mark as well on their debut. Look at that.
Song number 2, MONACO.
Monaco.
Chanson numéro 2, une voix.
Song number 3, Austria, 1 vote.
UK is just voting for everyone, you know. Still have 4 minutes to vote if you haven't voted yet, just so you know. Finland getting points as well. The UK is voting for everyone early on in the running order here.
5, Yugoslavia.
Case in point.
Chanson numéro 5, une voix.
Song number 9.
Yeah, they're out of votes soon.
2 votes.
Chanson numéro combien?
Song number 9, France.
La France?
La France, 2 votes.
2 voix.
And song number 10, Switzerland, 2 votes.
So, wait, Luxembourg is still on 0, right?
Voting of the United Kingdom jury.
Interesting.
Merci.
Interesting. And Luxembourg's up next to vote as well.
Et ben je crois aller. Ah, il y a 2 chansons ex aequo. Tiens, on a prévu qu'une flèche. Comment allons-nous faire? Eh bien, en ce moment,
Speaking too much French here for me to understand anything. Oh, Luxembourg has 3 points. When did I miss that? I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
Luxembourg.
They got 3. Yeah, they did. Silly me. The UK were onto something though. They didn't want to vote for the competition. No. So they voted for nothing up of the top 8 for the first 8.
Chanson numéro 11, Belgique, une voix.
1 point for Belgium.
11, Belgium, 1.
Chanson
Where do all of Luxembourg's points go? Yeah?
Royaume-Uni, 8 voix.
Wait, that's a lot, isn't it?
Chanson numéro 15, 8 voix.
They got 8 points from Luxembourg.
Giving us 9 points in all.
UK gave Luxembourg 0, and the Luxembourg just gives 8 points to the UK. They were about to shoot themselves in the foot there, but they didn't, you know. Ultimately, spoilers.
Now pointing to Great Britain as leading.
Le maillot jaune ou la flèche blanche de l'Eurovision. Le Danemark, maintenant, j'appelle Copenhague.
Speak slowly, please.
Bonsoir Cannes, voici Copenhague. Et voici les votes du jury danois. Chanson numéro 4, Finlande, 1 point.
Wait, why is the Dane speaking French?
Song number 4, Finland, 1 point.
Chanson numéro 5, Yougoslavie, 1 point.
Chanson numéro 5.
Back when 8 points was a big deal.
Chanson
Yeah,
numéro 8,
yeah.
Allemagne, 1 point.
Germany,
Chanson numéro
1
8,
point.
1 point.
I mean, an 8-pointer can
Chanson
still be a
numéro
big
12,
deal,
Norvège, 1
but
point.
I get your
Numéro
point.
1 point. Norway,
Chanson numéro 14, Luxembourg, 1 point.
1
Chanson
point
numéro
Luxembourg.
14, 1 point.
Chanson numéro 15, Royaume-Uni, 1 point.
1 point to
Wait,
United
Italy's
Kingdom.
still on 0, aren't they?
Chanson numéro 16,
Denmark knows what's
Italie,
up.
Lead at the
4
moment.
points.
4 points to Italy from Denmark.
4 points.
I mean, they got an artist from Italy for this year, so they had to repay somehow.
With 10 points.
Weird, Italy didn't give Denmark a single point.
Royaume-Uni qui est en tête avec
Because Denmark's still on
10
0.
points.
That's kind of
Et
interesting,
maintenant,
isn't it?
j'appelle la
I mean, the
Norvège.
whole kind of thing about, like, tactical voting and stuff like that, it wasn't a thing back in 61, apparently. It was obviously a thing back in 56, because I think most people know why Switzerland won. Not pointing any fingers or anything, but,
Chanson
you know.
numéro 1, 2 voix.
Making 3.
French was the diplomatic language. The educated could speak it. Well, I'm highly educated, you know. Oui, baguette. Tour
Une remontée
Eiffel.
en flèche. Ah ah, il y a du suspense, n'est-ce pas?
Chevy.
Voilà.
Kingdom
C'est
and
toujours la
Denmark.
chanson numéro 15 qui
Two.
mène. Juste devant, je dois dire, le Danemark.
What's going on now?
qui a fait
I
une
kind of zoned out.
remontée
Wait,
assez
Denmark got 8
extraordinaire.
points. Where?
Et maintenant,
From Norway.
j'appelle la Belgique. À
Denmark
vous,
got 8
Bruxelles.
points from Norway.
Over to Brussels in Belgium.
As you do, you know. You think Denmark finished 5th this year is only because of Norway? Yeah, they definitely climbed quite a lot of places with that.
Chanson numéro 12, 5 voix.
Norway,
Wait.
5 points.
They didn't vote for anyone until some... Belgium voted for none of the 10 first songs. Okay, interesting. And Italy 4 points.
Chanson
So,
numéro 16,
Belgium voted for
c'est
Norway,
4 voix.
the UK and Italy only.
Merci. Et
Interesting.
c'est toujours la chanson numéro 15
Interesting.
qui mène
Très
avec
intéressant.
15 points.
Ouais.
Maintenant, j'appelle la Suisse. À vous, Zurich.
We now go to
Allons,
Switzerland.
Cannes,
Zurich.
ici Zurich, voici les votes du jury suisse. Chanson numéro 2, Monaco, 1 point.
Chanson numéro 2.
One point
Sweden's the
to
only song still on 0? Really?
Chanson numéro 5,
That is-
Yougoslavie, 1 point.
And both Denmark and Norway have voted. How we, like,
Chanson numéro 14,
Finland, we
Luxembourg,
trust you.
1
Chanson numéro 14, 1 point.
1 point to
Chanson
Luxembourg.
numéro 15, Royaume-Uni, 7 points.
How does 1 point translate to
Chanson
15
numéro
from 10?
15,
To the United
Oh,
Kingdom.
did they mess that up?
making
7 points.
22, I think.
Ceci termine le
Interesting.
vote suisse.
That's gonna be something for them to fix later on.
Yes, there it is. 22 points.
22, yeah, I don't think that's right.
It's a very clear lead indeed at this moment.
La chanson numéro 15 mène toujours, cette fois par 22 points. Et maintenant, j'appelle Paris.
What's going...
Now over to France. and
Can we
Paris.
stop speaking French because I don't know what's going on?
Ici Paris. Voici
Oh.
les votes du jury français.
I like the way that he speaks. It's very broken up.
Espagne. 2 voix.
Techniskt
Chanson
problem.
numéro 1, 2
2
points.
points to Spain.
Correct.
Paris.
It was corrected until the end.
Allons,
What do you mean? Like they ended? They
1 voix.
Chanson numéro 4,
they didn't correct it until the voting was over, or?
Poland, 1 point.
Numéro
Mr.
5.
Neff.
Yougoslavie.
Yugoslavie.
2 voix.
Chanson numéro 5,
2
2
points to
voix.
Yugoslavia.
Chanson numéro 6.
There is an error, but she doesn't give an F.
1 voix.
Chanson numéro 6,
1 point
1
to
voix.
the Netherlands.
Is everyone getting points except for Sweden?
Suède.
Sweden?
2 voix.
Ah, they
Got
break
2
that.
points.
2 points to
Moving up the scoreboard like crazy here. From wait, who are even voting now? France, right? Yeah, I think France is voting right now.
1 voix.
Chanson numéro 14,
1 point
une
to
voix.
Luxembourg.
Like, it feels weird that, like, Luxembourg is getting super low down the order, and the UK is just there on 22.
1 point.
Chanson numéro 16, une voix.
Host, I don't
Well,
care.
the United Kingdom still
Oh, I love that.
a
I
very
love that.
comfortable lead at the moment with 22 points.
Voix, 22 points, comme vous voudrez. Maintenant, j'appelle l'Allemagne. À vous, Francfort.
Now over to Germany and Frankfurt.
Voici Francfort. Et voici les votes du jury allemand. Chanson numéro 6. Pays-Bas. Une voix.
1 point to Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Chanson numéro 9. La France. 4 voix.
Ooh, plenty of points for France here from Germany.
4 voix.
Chanson numéro 14. Luxembourg. 5 voix.
There we go.
6 points.
So,
to Luxembourg.
what are we on? Germany, right?
Termine le vote allemand.
Germany is definitely one of the reasons that Luxembourg ended up winning.
C'est toujours la chanson numéro 15.
6 more juries to come.
Oui, même très loin.
Great Britain leading
Enchaînons.
22.
Maintenant, j'appelle la Suède. Stockholm.
Sweden voting.
Sweden, Stockholm.
Let me pay very heavy attention to this one.
Jury suédoise. Chanson numéro 1, Espagne, 1 point.
1 point to Spain.
Chanson numéro 8, Allemagne, 1 point.
Chanson numéro 8, 1 point.
It's not good for Sweden's standings, you know.
Chanson
Can't
numéro
vote for
9,
the competition.
France, 1 point.
1 point
Chanson
France.
numéro 9, 1 point.
Chanson numéro 10, Suisse, 4 points.
This Swede is very slow in his voting as well, you know. But at least he speaks French, so he's
Chanson numéro
educated.
13, Danemark, 2 points.
Sweden voting for Denmark, while Denmark gave absolutely nothing to Sweden.
Finalement,
What a
chanson
surprise.
numéro 14, Luxembourg, 1 point.
1 point to Luxembourg.
1 point to Luxembourg. Well, the votes are being very evenly spread out at the moment, apart from that slightly
And that was
short
that.
vote at the beginning of the
Okay, so
À vous, Bosom.
now we've listened to Sweden, of course, their votes. I know that we have a result in our universe as well, so let's not continue watching the real life voting. It's not that exciting or fun in my opinion. But if you want to watch it, you can you can watch it on your own. The link to the where this video that I'm watching, the link to YouTube is in the description. So if you want to watch it on your own, you can do that. So yeah. Now, instead of keep watching the actual voting, I will turn my attention to Mr. Smith and ask Mr. Smith, do we have a result?
Good evening, Groot. I can confirm that we have a result for Grootivision 1961. Tonight, 168 people have voted. 119 of those have left a -3 points. And just like yesterday, we've had 80 predictions. We've had no new voters tonight, but we have had 2 voters who voted with the same name. So see if you can spot that. They are 2 different people. But with that, it's now time to go Grooty.
Thank you very much, Darren. I love the new, the microphone quality on you these days, Darren. It's upgraded for sure. 168 voters, that's 6 more than yesterday, I think, which is lovely. No, wait. 4 more than yesterday, I think. I think we had 164 yesterday, which is lovely. No new voters tonight, but regardless, quite exciting that we still have 168 people taking part. It's a mad high number that I honestly quite stoked about. Like the fact that you all just keep performing in that sense of just getting onto every watch along, voting, taking part. It's crazy to me anyway. I'm moving over to this screen now. I just have to make sure that the web browser is selected. Everything should be working. Let's give it a try. Look at that. It looks beautiful. Grand Prix Grootivision 1961 de la chanson européenne. I don't know how to say 1961 in French. You'll have to excuse that. I don't think many people who don't speak French know how to say 1961 in French, so I feel like I'm let off the hook with that. Okay, so we're about to find out who's gonna win the Grootivision vote of 1961. Très intéressant. Who do you think? You can. I mean, everyone's already. Well, most people have already predicted on the website. But if you just want to, wait. Actually, let's do something interesting. In the chat, you predict who's gonna finish in 9th place. That's top of the right side of the scoreboard. You can get that prediction in now. Only 9th place. Let's see if anyone gets it. Now, let's start. And today we're starting with Jay, your number 1 to vote. And these are the first few points coming in. We do have 8 points to the UK. We have 10 points to Luxembourg. And 12 points to Italy. And that top 3, I think, could be the top 3 at the end of it all. In whatever order. But I think those 3 songs could be up there. Just a hunch. Jeremy up next to vote. We got 8 points for Luxembourg. We got 10 points for the UK. And we got 12 points for Spain. Okay, so for 9th place, we have a lot of predictions here. We got some Switzerland, some France, Netherlands, Monaco, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Finland, Belgium. Many countries in the shout there. Elendil voting from the beach. Oh, lucky you. Let's see where the beach, like 12 points, go to Spain. Of course, sunny vibes, and Spain take over the lead. Here, 3 jurors into the voting. Leading on debut. Congratulations, Spain. Eurovision fan 97. First time in the jury. Nice one. Welcome to the jury vote. We got 10 points to the UK there. And we got 12 to Italy. Going up into 4th place there. Germany still only one on 0. So everyone's off the mark early here. Jeffrey up next to vote. And these are the first points. We have 8 points to Finland. 10 points to Italy, going up in 2nd place there. It's very close at the top. And a 12 to Norway. So our top 5 are currently separated by 3 points. Which is, kind of a flashback to yesterday when it was very, very close between many, many countries early on. We'll see if that will stay the same. Megan's hair makes sure that Germany is also off the mark now. And everyone's gotten points. 10 points to Sweden there. And the 12 to the UK, who take over the lead there with that 12. Moving ahead of the competition, up at the top. Next up is Hugo from Sweden. And these are the lower points right there. We have 8 points to Spain, moving a few places there into the top 3. 10 points to France, putting itself in the top half. And a 12 to the UK, who are extending the gap at the top. Should of course be mentioned that if you didn't watch the voting yesterday, you never know who's going to win until it's actually over, because we did have a switcheroo after the jury vote with who actually won. So just keep that in mind. Elibod, 12 to a true class act even today. I can't agree more with you, Elibod. Luxembourg getting the 12 there. A classic, classy song. Beibando Contigo from Grootyland is the 9th juror to vote here. We got 10 points for Sweden there, and a 12 going to France to move into 6th place. Jury number 10 will be Wagikarp recovering from a broken fibula. Now, I don't know what a fibula is, where that is, but hopefully you're recovering well, and hopefully you can take some joy in me being ignorant when it comes to body parts. 12 points to Luxembourg. And a 10 to the UK, so those two are starting to pull away a little bit at the top. Spain currently in 3rd, as Jon Jakobsen will be the next one to vote. Luxembourg momentarily taking over the lead there with a 7. Denmark getting 8 points. 10 points to Spain, still in 3rd. And the 12 to the United Kingdom to go back up in the lead. Good morning, Ellen. Hope you're doing well. And don't get late to work. Leave while you... leave before it's too late, I suppose. ESC Fan France from Mauritania gives 8 points to France, 10 points to Sweden to go up in the top 5 there, and the 12 to the UK. So the UK now 17 points ahead. Alright. We got Philip from Greece, next one to vote here. These are the lower points. Not a lot of movement there. We got 8 points for Belgium. 10 points for Italy, moving up in the top 5 with that 10, and a 12 to Norway to take that space, that spot, I should say, in the top 5. Nothing for the UK there, which makes Luxembourg crawl just a little closer. The other Darren from Cornwall is the next one to vote. We got some more points for Spain there. Spain doing very well here on debut. France getting 10 points to go up in 4th. And the UK with a 12. 19 points in it now. Lower leg, and it's going well. Lovely. Lovely dovely. Get even better soon then. Art thou sure, Vandalay? I love this name. That's very, very British. 12 points from David goes to Italy to go up in 4th there on 82 points. 15 jurors down. Number 16 is Ivanik. And these are the lower points right there. We have 8 points to Austria to go away from last place there. 10 points to Belgium. And the 12 going to Luxembourg, which means that now it's only 7 points between our top two. And they're starting to definitely, you know, distance themselves from the rest. Lucario submitting my 2-year-old top as always. Oh, well, if it's relevant, it's relevant. Where does the 12 go from 2 years ago? It goes to the UK. And that means that the UK is extending the app at the top. Thank you, thank you. You're welcome, sir. Luis is an amoureux from Mexico. Yes, okay. That's a little Luxembourg reference if I understand things correctly. 10 points to Italy there, and a 12 to Luxembourg. And Italy has actually caught up with Spain now, so we definitely have a close battle for 3rd as well. And Luxembourg only 12 points behind the UK. Aldasila, it's good. It's good. I definitely approve. Nice Italy reference there. And Italy now goes up in 3rd. 10 points to the UK. And the 12 from Silla goes to Luxembourg. Rodmore wouldn't be impressed with Yugoslavia's place right now. Where are they? Yeah, they're in 15th. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Rob Swee, 86, is the first time in jury. Welcome, Rob. Hope nice to see you. 10 points to the UK and 12 points to Norway, moving a few places there. Nothing for Luxembourg that time around, which means that the gap at the top is extended. That's plural though. Well, I'm not. The grammar police has gone to sleep today. I will not. Well, I don't know French grammar anyway. So September Ruder Asterus gives 12 points to Italy there. Nice little Belgium reference, and Belgium got 5 points as well in that. 12 points from Micronesia. Of course, has a few other points to give out as well. Not only the 12. 8 points to Sweden there. Sweden and Norway tied together, I just noticed. 10 points to the UK and a 12 to Luxembourg. 11 points between our current top two. Our consistent top two, I should say, because they are the same and have been throughout the entire voting, really. Felipe from Portugal is the next one to vote. We got 8 points for Italy here. 10 points for the UK. And a 12 to Luxembourg. Is Roddy asleep on the train again? I'm guessing that Rodmorg is working, because he usually is, you know, during evenings. So give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. We'll see if he votes tonight. I haven't checked in advance. Ajib Alu, welcome back, Mr. Sajad. Where does the 12 go? Goes to Luxembourg, which means we have a new leader. Sajad ensures that UK is down to 2nd and Luxembourg up to 1st. And Italy and Spain currently tied for 3rd. Things are heating up as Groot's grandma comes around to change absolutely nothing on the scoreboard for the time being. 8 points to Luxembourg. 10 points to Norway. That's a switcheroo, putting Norway ahead of Sweden. And putting the UK ahead of Luxembourg again with a 12 there. It's incredibly close, and I'm loving every second of it. Who do you think will win? I think it's a 2-horse race. I'm just having a hunch, but who do you think will take it? Let me know. Adrian W. from Poland. Where does the 12 go? It goes to Luxembourg, which means the lead has switched yet again. Luxembourg 1 point ahead of the UK. And next up to vote is Henny from Sweden. Same race between the UK and Luxembourg as in Season 1. Yeah, I think that the Luxembourg won by quite a margin in Season 1 though. But I could be wrong. United Kingdom getting 10 points here from Henny. But Luxembourg gets the 12, which means that Luxembourg keeps the lead. Next up is Utu from Turkey. Jury number 28, which means, we still have a long way to go, of course. As you know, 8 points to Italy there. Italy is now actually up in third. I didn't realize when they overtook Spain, but they are there. Luxembourg maintains the lead by getting a 12, while the UK gets another 10. It's a consistent type of scoring with the UK and Luxembourg getting the top 2 points. Wat en Straatsdags, which is, you know, a neat little Netherlands reference here. Will Netherlands get some points? Doesn't look like it at the moment. 12 goes to Italy, so no. Luxembourg won by 35 points. And that's not too much, actually, then. But I don't really remember, like, how big the scores were back when we did, you know, the season 1 voting. How many points everyone got. But, yeah, 35 is not that much. So, yeah, it was close, then. TP from Finland gives 12 points to Italy. And Italy has now definitely extended the gap down to Spain quite a lot. So Italy has kind of made that spot in the top 3 theirs. Joshua from Germany, next one to vote. We got Netherlands overtaking Switzerland. Other than that, not much different. The UK with a 10 and Luxembourg with a 12. And Luxembourg has definitely now put a firm grip on the lead. Luxembourg has scored 70.97% of the maximum possible points, which is a good score, definitely. I think yesterday's winner had a score way lower than that, if I remember correctly. Vicky Vision from America gives 10 points to Sweden and a 12 to the UK. So UK is starting to catch up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Groot, have you predicted this time? I have. We'll see if I was correct or not, you know. Vilma from Finland is the next one to vote here. We got 8 points to Finland, 10 points to the UK. It's very close at the top, but Luxembourg gets the 12 to maintain its lead. Okay, who is next? It would be Lord Lord Printemps. That French was probably terrible, but I like the reference. It's very nice. Very nice. 10 points to Luxembourg there, and 12 points to Italy. Still set. The top 3 is still very much the same. Oh, this is a long name here. Vatten Bititstrava and Printemps Bing Bong. A lot of good stuff in there. I approve. 10 points to Luxembourg and 12 points to the United Kingdom. And that means that Bittistrava just voted for the entire current top 10. Not in like the correct order or so, but you know, voted for all of the songs currently in the top 10, which is something. AJ from Northern Ireland, our next voter. Spain getting 8 points there. 10 points to Switzerland, puts it very close to the Netherlands there, and a 12 to Monaco. Monaco kind of, I haven't even noticed Monaco until now. Like, most of the big points have just gone to the top few songs, but Monaco's there, top half, 8th place currently. Annie from Germany is our 37th juror. 10 points to the UK, and 12 points to Luxembourg. Yesterday's shenanigans encouraged me to predict again. I'm regretting it already. I think I'm doing decent in the predictions right now. I definitely have the songs that we have in the top 3. I definitely had those as my top 3 in the predictions. I don't remember what order, but I'm not too far off on those. Jacob is sure where his 12 points go. Not to the UK, even though the reference is there, I think. Italy gets the 12. I've already forgotten Monaco. Really? No, Monaco is one of the more memorable ones. You know, the... Anyway, Glusimars. That's probably not how you pronounce it. But anyway, 10 points to Italy. And a 12 to Luxembourg. So, Luxembourg with a 25-point lead. We're not even halfway through the jury vote yet, so a lot can change. Yugoslavia can still win on debut, you know. Keith has these as the lower points. Sweden and Norway are just glued together, aren't they? 10 points to Finland there to go into the top half. And 12 to the UK. And nothing for Luxembourg, which means... haha, it's getting closer. 13 points between them now. Drunk Seger graduation votes. Okay. Have you graduated today, Dr. Seger? Congratulations if that's the case. Drink responsibly. 12 points to Spain. You're not a fan of either of our current top 2, so maybe you need a few drinks to accept the current standings. Estandas con disco. I like this. It's cheeky. It's snappy. What a name. Where does the 12 go, Darren? To the UK. I approve. personally. 3 points in it now. Probably not a shocking opinion coming from me, but I still think the UK is a bit overrated here and not winning material. I mean, there are a total of 0 years where you actually appreciate a song from the UK, Andy, so it's not surprising at all, you know? We got a 12 for Luxembourg from Nous les Amoureux, which puts it back in the lead there. Momentarily, the UK had overtaken it. Mike TV, some points for Austria. Always nice to see that they're not completely forgotten, I suppose. 10 points to Switzerland there. Doesn't move their position at all, and the UK is now 2 points behind Luxembourg again. How is Norway 6th? It's actually 7th. Empo from the Netherlands, our next juror. We got Switzerland getting some big points here again. 10 points to the UK, who are now in the lead. Will they stay there? No, because Luxembourg gets the 12. Got his bachelor's degree. Well, cheers for that. Congratulations. Remember to drink water as well, you know. It's important. Ellen, 10 points to France. And where does the 12 go, Ellen? To the UK. And that means, if you look at the scoreboard right now, we have a tie for the lead. 46 jurors in, and there's a tie. 378 points for both. Spoody gives 6 more for the UK. Will Luxembourg get even more than that? Perhaps. Belgium getting 8 here. 10 points to France. And Monaco gets the 12, so nothing for Luxembourg there. Très intéressant. Eurovision _MA from Morocco. These are the lower points. No movement from any of those. The UK with 8 points there. 10 for Luxembourg. And a 12 to Italy. Italy kind of on their own in third, I suppose. Like, Spain isn't too far back, but Italy has definitely made that third place theirs to lose, I suppose. Steve up next here. A few points there for the bottom few songs as well. Nice one. Luxembourg overtaking the lead for the moment. 10 points to France there. UK gets the 12 though to go back ahead. I enjoy tons of UK songs outside of Eurovision. Yeah, well, you know what I mean. In Eurovision, it's very rare that I see you praising one of them. But I mean, you don't have to like them. It's the way it is. We like what we like. 12 points to the UK from Vyacheslav there, which means we have 14-point lead at the top now. People do be blanking Norway a lot. Yeah, I guess it's a divisive one. Norway has fallen behind Sweden quite heavily now, when you mention it. Legel Morris gives 10 points to Italy. And a 12 to Finland to go into the top half there. And nothing for the UK. And look at that, like the Scandinavian countries just glued together. Except for Denmark. I mean, they're yeah. Sorry, Denmark, you weren't invited, I guess. Alexela from Italy gives 10 points to the UK. And the 12 to Luxembourg. 4 points in it there. Close battle between the UK and Luxembourg so far? Yeah, definitely, and it keeps going. It's been close throughout the entire thing. I don't think they've been separated by more than 30 points at any point so far. Someone probably has paid attention to that and can tell me that I'm wrong, but it doesn't feel like they have. John of America, Lala counter 2, and whistling. Good to know, Luxembourg is now in the lead again by getting a 12 there, 3 points ahead. No Name from Estonia has some lower points that don't change anything. 8 points to Luxembourg, 10 points to Denmark. They're up in the 100-point club now. And Switzerland with a 12. Quite unexpected votes there in terms of like how the current standings look. Luxembourg extending the gap at the top then. Vanokas from Vanuatu is the next one to vote. Sweden getting 8 points there. 10 points to Italy. And the 12 to Luxembourg. So Luxembourg now 16 points ahead. Okay. Who is next to vote? That would be Isabel _A from Portugal. 8 points to the UK. 10 points to Switzerland. And the 12 going to Finland. Finland doing well here on debut. Of course, Spain is definitely the debuting country doing the best. Yugoslavia having a bit of a tough time. I think Yugoslavia will do quite well next watch-along, though. They have a strong entry in 62, in my opinion. ESC George gives 10 points to Luxembourg there, and 12 to Italy. Yeah, Italy kind of very much on its own now, in third. And also, of course, remember that a spot in the top 5 is also of worth here, because that means you get into the best of final, which is, you know, exciting. So, yeah, keep an eye on there. France is currently in 5th. D. Dot here gives 12 points to the UK, which puts it closer in the lead. Currently, the top 5 is Luxembourg, UK, Italy, Spain, and France. But that can change. We know it can change. We're only on jury number 59. Still many points to give out. Arno here gives 10 points to Finland. And another 12 to the UK, which means that it's only 9 points now between the top 2. Again, very close together. Alex is typing from Singapore. Oh, it's been a long time since you were on the jury. Welcome back to the jury then. Nice to see you. Some points for Italy, a 10 to Sweden there. Sweden doing well this year. I actually didn't expect that, I think. France with a 12 there. I don't remember how I predicted for this year, but I do not think I predicted Sweden in 6th. I can tell you that much. But maybe I did. You know, I have no idea what I'm doing anyway, so... And yesterday that worked out very, very, very nicely. Stella Made here gives 12 points to Luxembourg, extending the gap then again, and Luxembourg now above 500 points. Own up, who gave points to Austria? I mean, no one is kind of, you know, hiding their points to Austria because it's been announced. I just haven't really noticed who have been the ones to give it 30 points, but you can find that out. Just scroll back in the video and you'll see. The UK getting another 12 there from Honor. 12 points in it now. Teacup from Romania gives... Teacup from Romania is one of those who will own up in giving Austria some points. 6 of them there. 10 points to France and the 12 going to Spain. Alright, have a good one, Ellen. See you around. Enjoy work. And you can think of me not having to work while you work. Is that rude of me to say? I don't care. I'm becoming more and more like Jamie every day, am I not? Anyway, Pia Panacea, I don't know. 12 points to France, I know that much. France kind of on their own in 5th. Have been throughout like the entire voting. Like, I wonder from what jury number France has been in 5th place and not moved. Must be like very early. Maybe even single digit early. Yanis here. 12 points to Luxembourg. 18 points between the top 2 there now. Dark Groot. No. Yeah. Maybe. I can't do with French. Nous les avantimes. If that's supposed to be pronounced in English. I don't know. 12 points to Luxembourg anyway. And now, I think this has been like as big of a gap as the top 2 has been separated by for quite a while. 26 points between Luxembourg and the UK now. Even more now, as Ricardo LG gives Luxembourg 6 points there. Italy with 8. Spain getting 10. And the 12 from Ricardo to the UK, so now it's down to 20 again. Next up is Moon. Moon from Ukraine. Quite a lot of points for songs on the bottom half there. Norway moves up to the top half with them. Finland getting 8. 10 points to the UK there. And the 12 to Italy. Nothing for Luxembourg there, which means that we only have 10 points between the top 2 now. It's heating up. Wake Me Up When September Ends. Beautiful song. I love it. Nice one to get reminded of here within the voting session. 12 points from the Green Day anthem goes to the UK. Because I don't know the reason, but the UK is now only 5 points behind the lead. Queenie Qantas, jury number 70, which means we have 15 jurors to go, and then the big televote coming around. 8 points to the UK. Took over the lead for approximately half a second, because Luxembourg got the 10, and then Italy gets the 12. Italy is not out of it, you know. They're 90 points behind the lead, but that could easily be overturned in a televote. I think that everyone behind Italy are probably out of it, like logically in my head, but you never know. But Italy could win. Look at that. Mihailo gave Italy another 12 there, so now it's only 86 points. It's not over until it's over, you know. Filipa from Portugal. This is crazy. Someone is usually running away with it by now. Yeah, but both yesterday and today we've had a very close battle for the lead. That's lovely, I think. 12 more points for the UK, and you know what that means. We only have 1 point separating Luxembourg and the UK. 12 jurors to go. 12 jurors to go. Binkat, bonkat, binkat, bon. Oh, it's so dumb. Sorry, like not dumb in a bad way. It's just so silly, and I love that. Okay, 12 points to Italy. Luxembourg 2 points ahead now in the lead. What a name. Mark from the Netherlands is the next voter. Look at the battle between Yugoslavia and Belgium there as well. It's super close between those two. Mark gives 10 points to Italy here, and the 12 to Luxembourg. So now we have 6 points. You won't have any close title battles for 62 to 65? Yeah, probably not. Maybe 62? Like 62 could... Maybe? I don't know. Paulina here gives 8 points to the UK, 10 points to Spain, and the 12 to Luxembourg. Okay, so Luxembourg's now 10 points ahead. Nothing for Italy there, but so like Italy needs to start getting 12s if they want to have be in with a shot for the win. I think they've confirmed a spot in the top 3, but you know. ESC fan BG gives 10 points to Luxembourg and a 12 to the UK, which means it's 8 points now. I think Spain is also kind of confirmed a spot in the top 5 on debut, which is impressive. It's a very good result for them. If France can like hold on to that 5th place, I think they will do quite well in that. Sweden is a challenger. Finland, Norway, and Monaco are involved as well, of course. They could challenge. Soy Jagoba here gives 12 points to Spain. Nothing for Italy again. Very interesting, which means Italy is now 99 points behind the lead. Zuna, 5 points to Luxembourg there, which means that the UK now has an opportunity to overtake them. 8 points to France, 10 points to Italy, and the UK gets the 12. So now the UK is back in the lead with 5 jurors to go. This is a crazy close one. UK getting 1 point, Luxembourg getting 7 here from I Am Robot, which means that Luxembourg is back in the lead again. 10 points to Spain there, and a 12 to Sweden, still in 6th place. Yeah, Austria's definitely caught up to Germany. You're right, Johnny. They could escape last place. Ireland 67 is amazing. I'm not sure what that has to do with anything right now, but you're absolutely correct. It's an incredible song. I approve of your message. Jörn Din Ven here gives 10 more points for Luxembourg, and the 12 going to Yugoslavia, which puts them up in above 100 points, and quite a gap down to Belgium now. Can I still vote? No, you're a bit late, I'm sorry. I have to get around earlier than that. Happy to have you here though, Unknown, but join us for 1963 in 2 nights' time. Then you can vote. Or 62, I mean, sorry. 12 more points for Luxembourg here from Danil, which means that now we have a 16-point gap. So the gap has opened up again at the top. UK scoring 4 points here from Samantha, so I think Luxembourg with a 12 here can confirm a jury win. 10 points to Sweden, 12 points to Luxembourg, and I think that is the jury win confirmed because they are 24 points ahead of the UK. So, but we still have 2 jurors to go. Chris 08296 first up to give some points here. 8 points to the UK there, 10 points to Spain, and the 12 going to Sweden. Nothing for Luxembourg there. Interesting. It's going to be so close between Luxembourg and the UK heading into the televote. Okay, my votes are the final ones here. You got them on screen there. I think Denmark is being done quite harshly here. I have to be honest. I do not think it's the 5th worst song. I think it's the 5th best song, as you can see in my points there. Other than that, I voted for the entire current top 9, so I'm with you. And these are the current standings. Now, if these were to be the final results, how satisfied would you be with those on a scale of 1 to 10? You can let me know. But these are not the final results. It can change. We still have 84 people, who make up the rest of the points, which is still so many points to give out. Austria currently in last place. They might not finish last because they're close to Germany. Belgium's in that mix as well. But really, currently, all focus is definitely on the top. 12 points separating Luxembourg and the United Kingdom. Who's going to win this? Remember, yesterday, Monaco had a lead of 50 points after the jury vote? Did not end up winning, so things can change. Italy currently in third, very much on their own. And Spain in fourth, very much on their own. France could lose that fifth place, the important fifth place, of course. They're on 394 points ahead of Sweden in sixth, Finland in seventh, Norway in eighth, Monaco and Switzerland currently rounding out the top 10. Let us find out the final results. Austria, we're starting with Jimmy getting some points. Jimmy will get 42 points, just straight up doubling his jury score. So 84 points in total for Austria, did not get up on 100. Germany, next up, gets 67 televote points, so Germany will not finish last. They will most likely finish 15th. So congratulations for that. Let's see how many points Belgium will get. Belgium gets 118 televote points. That could be enough, to actually overtake Yugoslavia. We'll see. Yugoslavia needs 94 points to overtake Belgium back, and Yugoslavia gets 169, so it wasn't even close. So yep, Yugoslavia goes even top half with that, actually. First double-digit score in Season 2. Is it really Famicom? I didn't even realize. Wow. Denmark up next, 132 televote points for Denmark. I think Denmark's been done very harshly in this voting, but that's just me. Narrowly beating out Yugoslavia there by 3 points. Netherlands up next. Netherlands gets 222 televote points. That's a lot. Up on 390 there. Could be enough to get a spot in the top 10 then, of course, because Switzerland's up next, and Switzerland did have 10th place after the jury vote. Switzerland gets 206 points, which means that they overtake Netherlands. 410 points in total for Switzerland there. So that's a confirmed top 10 finish for Switzerland. Let's see if it gets higher than that. Monaco up next. Monaco gets 293 points. That could put them up a few places, perhaps. It's a good televote score for Monaco. Or Monaco, I should say, because just, going with the trend of what we've watched this year. Norway, 249 televote points, which means Norway is going to probably lose out on a top half finish here. Unless someone else gets a low score, because Monaco overtook Norway there. Finland up next. Finland gets 284 televote points, which puts them on 600. Very nice and round number there. Currently third, but will obviously not stay there, because Italy will score more than 12 points, I'm sure. Sweden up next. Sweden gets 322. I think that will not be enough to get a place in the top 5. Just a hunch. I doubt that it will be enough. 682 points in total, though, for Sweden. Respectable score. France up next. France get 365 televote points, which puts them guaranteed for a top 5 finish. Congratulations, France. Next up is Spain. Can Spain get even higher than 4th maybe here? 525 televote points. Big score for Spain. They're up above 1,000 points on debut. Well done. Very well done. That's a very nice way to kick things off in your Eurovision journey. Over 1,000 points. Italy up next. And Italy will score 601 televote points. Far ahead of Spain, of course. However, can they challenge for the win with that? Definitely not. When I just asked the question in my head, I was like, no, obviously not. But the UK, Luxembourg. The UK will get 630 points. I think that's it. I'm sorry to kind of ruin the surprise or the suspense, but that televote score is not big enough to challenge Luxembourg. I'm quite sure of it. However, you never know. Luxembourg needs 619 televote points to win. And Luxembourg will get 647. So it was actually way closer than I thought it would be. Huh. Where did all of those televote points go? Spain scored a lot of them, to be honest. But yeah, Luxembourg is the winner, but only by 29 points. I didn't think it was going to be that close when I saw the UK's televote score, but actually, Luxembourg barely won. But they did indeed win. So that's the second year in a row we've aligned with real life, of course. But very, very close there between Luxembourg and the United Kingdom. Italy quite distanced, down in third place there, but still a massive score for Italy, of course. Spain doing exceptionally well here on debut, getting fourth place, so far ahead of the competition as well. France in fifth are very far behind, but it doesn't really matter for France. They still got a spot in the top 5, which means that we will hear their song and watch their performance again when we do the best of 1960 to 1964. Sweden getting 6th place, so just missing out on that top 5. Finland in 7th, Monaco in 8th, Norway top of the right side. So anyone who predicted Norway in 9th, well done to you at the beginning of the voting there. Switzerland rounding out the top 10 ahead of Netherlands, Denmark, Yugoslavia, Belgium, Germany, and Austria. Alright, let's take a look at the prediction results. I do know that I have managed to predict the winner. Along with 47 others of you. Of course, I won this one yesterday, and I still don't believe that I did. I'm definitely not going to repeat that today. I highly doubt it. Let's see how many people got the UK in second after Luxembourg. I did. Well done me. Along with 30 others. How many of you got Italy in third as well? I see myself once more. Along with... so 20 of us managed to do that. Congratulations to all 20 of us. However, we're starting to get closer now to the people who actually know what they're doing. 18 people got Spain in fourth. I'm still in here, you know? I'm still in here. Am I the only moderator in here? Hell yeah. I'm kind of starting to deliver here, am I not? Okay, 14 people managed to get France in fifth as well. Well, I just disappeared off the face of the earth. Well, okay. Congratulations to you 14. You're way better than I am at this. So, yeah. 12 people also got Sweden in sixth. It's kind of crazy, like predicting the entire top half in the correct positions. 5 of you have done that. 6 of these 12 managed to get Finland in 7th as well. Who's going to be the one to miss out on Monaco in 8th? Eric Vision, you missed out. So Ionation, Andy, Glues Mars, Robin, and Simon. I have no idea how you managed to predict the entire top 8 correctly, position for position, but well done. However, that does not mean squat if you got, you know, the bottom half of the scoreboard completely wrong. So let's see who actually wins this prediction game. We have some very good scores here by a lot of people who have scored very highly on these predictions, but the top 3 is where the attention will be given. Yes. Rodu 1961 is our third placed predictor today. Very good score. Nothing very wrong here. If you just swapped Denmark and Switzerland, you would have had an absolute... You would probably have won with that. That's a good prediction. Well done. Even though you managed to predict the winner incorrectly. Only by 30 points or so, of course it was, but still. In second place in the predictions, Felipe, a regular predictor doing exceptionally well, of course. Just got Monaco and Finland there swapped around. That means that was the only one on the top half you got wrong. Netherlands 2 places off. Otherwise, everything is either spot on or one off. But the winner of the prediction game of 1961, Utu, and by 4 points as well. Nothing was 2 places off. Everything was either spot on or just 1 place off. Sweden and France just switched around. Netherlands and Switzerland switched around. Denmark and Yugoslavia switched around, and Germany and Belgium switched around. Other than that, everything was spot on. And you predicted that yesterday night at 10:30 p.m. Well done to you, Utu. Congratulations on your first prediction win, I think. Yep, there you are. You're now up in 6th place on the predictions medal table. You know what? I actually kind of, like, it feels like 10 people... Yeah, maybe 10 people is actually enough. But it's like when we get to, like, later, like, up to the 90s, it feels like everyone on the top 10 here will obviously have, like, wins and stuff. So what if you're like Beba here, who has 2 second places and third? You know, that's incredibly strong result, but you wouldn't be on the medals table because you haven't won. Andy's still topping it, of course, because he has 2 wins. Still incredibly impressive and keeps getting very, very good scores on the predictions. However, you're not the number 1 predictor anymore, Andy, because Beba has 4 more points in total than you. If we go, you know, by the total score, you're still leading the actual table because you have 2 wins. But still, you know, yeah, that's the medal table in prediction. The full table is on the website. Yeah, so you can see where you are on the prediction table as well. I think I'm somewhere on like maybe around place 50 or something. San Mrs. Pava is such a fun name. Yeah, it's a classic by now. I mean, it's of course, Sana Mrs. Pava is a regular member for over 2 years, or well, even more than that. I'm not sure, but from Watchalongs, and I remember chuckling quite a bit the first time I saw it. Now I'm just so used to it, and it's also a name that has made so many of us actually miss say the title of Samu Mrs. Pava, because it's just in your head. You say Sano Mrs. Pava because that's what you see. It's just the way it is. Anyway, enough about that. Let's move on to the full results. We can see them right there. 53 sets of 12s for Luxembourg. Interestingly enough, Luxembourg and Italy got points from the same amount of people, but of course Luxembourg got 150 points more in total, which is quite interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Like you can look at these stats and think about them if you want to. Luxembourg scoring 66.37% on the maximum possible points. That's a good score. I think it's higher than what Tom Pilibi scored yesterday, but I could be wrong. There are of course more songs competing in this one as well, which means that it's more difficult to get a high score on this one. The less songs there are, the higher your percentage will be, of course. 12-point summary, we'll just take a quick look. All 53 of you up here gave 12 points to Luxembourg. 44 of you gave it to the UK. 29 to Italy there. And then quite a big gap. 12 for Spain, you got those there. 8 for Norway. And then 5 for France. 3 for Finland. 3 for Sweden. 3 for Monaco. 3 for Switzerland. So quite a lot of countries there with 3 each. 2 for Belgium, both of those in the televote, and then 1 each for Netherlands, Yugoslavia, and Denmark. Austria and Germany being the only ones to not score a 12. We'll just take actually a quick little look again here and actually compare. So the jury score was, of course, these were the standings when you had the jury vote. Let's just take a quick look at the televote table. It's kind of very, very similar, of course. Yeah, it was so close, like between Luxembourg and the UK in both of them. Luxembourg narrowly beating out the UK in both. So yeah, real difference here. I suppose Monaco overtaking Finland and Norway in the televote score. So Monaco really got a lot of points in the televote here. Netherlands scored quite highly in the televote as well, and Yugoslavia actually getting a good score there in the televote. Let's also take a look, of course, at the medals table. Not for predictions this time, for countries. And Finland and Yugoslavia are, unfortunately for them, bringing up the rear here with their debuts now, because they did not get a top 5 finish, either of them. Finland, of course, wins the tiebreaker because they got a much better result than Yugoslavia today. Other than that, everyone has a spot in the top 5 at some point. Spain got theirs today, their first on their first try, with a 4th place there. Austria is, of course, ahead of Spain because they also have a 5th place. So, yeah. Luxembourg still topping, or no, not still. Luxembourg is now taking over the lead of the medal table because they have 2 wins. First country to have 2 wins in Gru Division, after winning in 1956 as well, of course. Italy, just filling out their medals, really. They have a 1st, they have a 2nd, they have a 3rd, and they have a 5th in 6 years. So 4 out of 6 years they've been in the top 5. It's mad. Could they do the same thing next year? I'm not sure. 1962? I'm not so sure. Maybe not. The UK have a 1st, a 2nd, and a 4th. That means they are 3rd in the medals table. Denmark with a 1st and a 3rd is in 4th. And then France, getting their 2nd, 5th place there now, is still in 5th. or well, is in 5th, because Luxembourg, of course, overtook them. I think they were 4th before tonight. Yeah, Netherlands, 2 second places there. Yeah, you can see all of the stats on your own. The top 5 today was, of course, Luxembourg, the UK, Italy, Spain, and France. So I've already mentioned all of those. So yeah, the rest just looks the same as it did before. And I think that's it. Is that everything? Kind of is. You know what we're going to finish with? Wait, what happened now? What happened? Where did the... Where did the screen go? Oh, there it is. Okay. I have no idea what happens. Like, sometimes this... And it happened again. And now it's back. Okay, I don't know what's going on. But, of course, I will play you off with our most recent winner. I just have to find it here in the show. Sorry, do give me some time here. We're gonna listen to Jean-Claude, because he's now a Gru Division winner. Okay, let's just go from here. Enjoy our newest Gru Division winner. Good night, everyone.
Léon Choliac, vous êtes prêts? Messieurs les photographes, je vous prie de laisser l'orchestre. Et Jean-Claude Pascal rechante ce soir le Grand Prix Eurovision 1961, Nous, les amoureux.
Les amoureux, on voudrait nous séparer, on voudrait nous empêcher d'être heureux. Nous, les amoureux, il paraît que c'est l'enfer qui nous guette, ou bien le fer et le feu. C'est vrai, les imbéciles et les méchants nous font du mal, nous jouent des tours. Pourtant rien n'est plus évident que l'amour. Nous, les amoureux, nous ne pouvons rien contre eux. Ils sont 1000 et l'on est deux les amoureux. Mais l'heure va sonner des nuits moins difficiles et je pourrais t'aimer sans qu'on en parle en ville. C'est promis, c'est écrit. Nous les amoureux, le soleil brille pour nous et l'on dort sur les genoux du bon Dieu. Nous les amoureux, il nous a donné le droit au bonheur et à la joie d'être deux. Alors, les sans-amour, les mal-aimés, il faudra bien nous acquitter, vous qui n'avez jamais été condamnés. Nous, les amoureux, nous allons vivre sans vous, car le ciel est avec nous, les amoureux.